The Oscars room. Look at how many. The various models here of the Terminator. Look at how real this is. Hello again from the Miracle Mile neighborhood. It's where we lived for many years here in Los Angeles. In the previous video, we showed you the real La Brea Tar Pits, the place that inspired the TV show. This area is full of museums, and we showed you some of the most famous. But the new kid on the block is right here. This is the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures, or the Oscars Museum. It is brand new, opened in 2021. And this museum deserves its own video. Lord of the Rings, Avatar, Edward Scissorhands. Oh, the real E.T. The idea is for you to learn a little bit of history of the movies, how movies are made, all this in the city where everything began. I'm Renata, and before creating travel videos, I used to cover Hollywood. That was one of the many jobs I had as a journalist. That's why when the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures opened its doors in LA, I knew I had to come for a visit. And if you'd like to discover new cities around the world with me, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. It's amazing! You must book your visit here in advance, and it costs $25. What's cool is that the museum celebrates all aspects of filmmaking, not just acting. Stories of cinema. This is the museum's core exhibition, and it expands to 3 floors of the building. Right in the beginning, a few movies that forever changed the history of filmmaking, like Citizen Kane. We studied this in journalism school. What are the components of movie making? Look at that, how many?
Yeah.
How many of that we do ourselves?
All of it.
All of it?
I'm a one-man production machine.
No, we're 2, you and I.
One man.
One man, one woman. Oh, you're right. These were used by Bruce Lee. This lady here has been editing all Scorsese's movies since 1980, and she still does it. They had to cut the real film, you see over there? Cut and piece it together. That's how editing was done. This is how she started. How long do you think it would take me to edit like this?
Weeks.
Weeks? I think you're being generous. Wow, here's the Oscars room! Oh, one of the very first Oscars here, from 1927, Best Cinematography for Sunrise. This is a new Oscar. This is from 2016. Is there any difference?
Yeah. The base is bigger.
Oh yeah, now? Uh-huh.
And they put that information on.
Okay. It's shining more.
That's just because of age.
Because of age, okay. Yeah. This is for E.T. E.T.
Sound effects.
Star Wars. Star Wars Oscar for visual effects in 1977.
So interesting they didn't have this a long time ago.
Absolutely. These are old screenplays. Look at that, from 1941, 43. These are the actual scripts from the movies. Even the changes here that they made. This was for Psycho, Hitchcock.
Look at the difference.
Yeah, can you operate one of that? What do you think?
I just throw it away. Use this. Wow. Huh?
Can you operate one of these, baby?
Which one you want? Technicolor.
Just to use this camera, they needed so much light that they needed a substation for electricity. Look at this microphone here, baby. This is a microphone to record a bird.
Wow.
That's what they call a bomb microphone. That's already an improvement. That's from the Wizard of Oz. Ah, real clothes from the movie, right here. Ah, look at this, Dorothy. in Wizard of Oz, and these are her costumes. This is from Rocket Man. I knew I was recognizing it. Look at the details here. They even got the EJ for Elton John. Wow. The ones, I knew they were not real. This was in The Revenant. This was Russell Crowe's costume in Gladiator. Some of those costumes are pretty old, right? So it's interesting that someone preserved them all this time.
Of course. I'm sure lots of stuff is kept. Absolutely.
That is so cool. They also have an experience here that they upsell. It's the Oscars experience. It's a simulation of you going there and receiving an Oscar. You get to touch a real Oscar, and although you're in the room by yourself, you can't take your mask off, and it costs $15. So we're gonna pass. The various models here of the Terminator. Look at how real this is. This is for Avatar. These two here are from Star Wars. Lord of the Rings. Edward Scissorhands managed to create all these. Oh, the real E.T. He is so much bigger than I thought. And his finger is really ginormous. The artist that created this E.T. won the Oscar for visual effects. They created 3 of these for the movie. Which one impressed you most?
Or the one that looks like you.
Oh, God. Here's an example of a backdrop. Mount Rushmore. In the movies, they make it look like it's real. And it does look very real. Over there, they show how this backdrop was used. So cool. There's an exhibition here too dedicated to Japanese director Miyazaki, but you cannot shoot anything there inside. It's very interesting if you're into animation or anime. And in the very last floor, in a clear day, you'd have a beautiful view. Normally, you'd have a beautiful view over here. The Hollywood sign is over there, but the day is not helping today. We'll take a picture anyways. The Hollywood sign is straight ahead, if you can see it. So for you to have an idea of how close everything is, LACMA is over here and La Brea Tar Pits right behind.
Tubarão.
Tubarão. You know where that shark comes from?
Yeah.
From where?
Jaws.
Actually not. It's from the movie, but it's not the original one from the movie. This was the one that was at Universal. This was cast from the same mold as the original, because the 3 created for the movie, they were destroyed. Only this one survived. Well, it would be scary if he had blood on his teeth. Wow, and there's a very fancy restaurant here. And look at the shop here at the museum. How cool. A Lego Oscar. Oh, this is lovely. Look at these flower vases here. They were inspired by the design of the building. Wow, they might be covered with gold. Look at the prices. Oh. Look at these flip books here. It's exactly for you to flip. This is for Pulp Fiction. So cool. And this here's for Alien. this is so cool. I saw an interview with the architect that designed here the museum, and he said that the idea was to have this first floor open to everyone without a ticket, to be like a common space. It's not the case right now because they're checking your tickets before you get here. Or maybe this will be the free part over here. Just this exterior part here, not inside the building. That was very interesting, right? And at first I was wondering why they chose to feature some directors and some movies and not others.
So they can switch them out?
Exactly. That was exactly my conclusion. And
so you keep
inviting people back.
You come back, and you come back.
Multiple times.
And you come back, and come back, and come back. And there's more coming back because there's more filmmakers and more movies, so come back and back.
That's very smart. That's Hollywood.